Hello and welcome to the League All About It show. Just two more minutes, just setting up here, and I should have everything there with you very shortly. Yeah, we're just getting them live now on Instagram. It's the League All About It show, round number 5. We have loads of action, loads of permutations brought to you by the Cleaning Doctor, external cleaning services in Louth and Monaghan. Yes, so it's going to be it's sorry, that's a bad broadcast um on Instagram. Sorry for this. Now, just get it going and try and get it up. Should get it going live. And yes, we're going live now on Instagram. Yes, we're now live. Okay, so let's get the start of the League All About It show. Round number 5. Plenty of action, plenty of storylines, plenty of permutations at the top of the table, and big wins and big losses and unsurprising wins, or unsurprising and surprising wins across the league fixture and roundup. I'm still waiting on one score. I'm still waiting on the Sean O'Mahony's and Dreadnoughts. I know it was 1-5 in the favour of the O'Mahony's at half time. Waiting on Lanlear and Glide result. And I think the Tones beat the Hull and Gales, but still waiting on an official scoreline. So get them in and fire them in. I also had Joe's playing down the Knocking Ireland's. That game is on Monday. I ended up wrong early on in the week. So Okay, sound is back. Okay, apologies about that. So, thanks for letting me know about the sound. I'll have to go back and do it, but you can watch it back or see it on Instagram. But I'll go back. I'll go right from the top on the League All About It show on Facebook here now again. Apologies once again for the technical issues. That always would something like that does happen. But I'll run through the results. And we'll go back. We've only just done the analysis of 3A and 3B, so we'll get into the rest of the results. Win for Cooley 3-9 to 111 against the Martins away in Monster Bice. The Matta got a win in Cullen 214 to 15 against the Feckins. The Blues 15 points. The Jers 14.1 point win in Newfoundland for the Blues. The Mocks 117, RD 110. And then the Sean O'Mahony's were beaten by the Dreadnoughts this evening as well. So have that in. And then let me see. Yeah, and then the Kevins, they got a win 314 to 110 against the O'Connells. And then the Gales beat the Finbars 13 points to 11. Kilkerley 112, the Clans 11 points. Hunterstown 115, big second half to them against Roach, 115 to 15. Joes and Irelanders play on Monday. The Rattleys in the Plunkett Sunday. We found out Lanlear beat Glyde in 3A. 199. The Piercy beat the Malachies 314 to 49. Glen Emmett's 119 winners over the Westerns. We talked about the goal scorer Tom Grimes and 7 points for Alex Carlin. And Keelan O'Neill with 4, and then a couple from Evan English, Damien Grimes, and Keith Boylan as well. The Tones beat the Cullen Gales. The Knicks beat the Mitchells 1-7 to 8. Came on, who's there? He got the goal, and then the draw in Bridges Park in Dundalk. Dowdall's Hill 110, Annaminnan 13 points. Annaminnan kicked 3 in a row to level that game. I did that. Niall McManus had a 45 to win it. Justin Halley got their goal, but it wasn't to be, so it would have been a nice share of the points there in Division 3B. So this coverage is brought to you by the Cleaning Doctor, external cleaning services in Louth and Monaghan. So we go right back. We've talked about Division 3A and Division 3B. Apologies for the sound issues on Facebook and on Instagram, on Twitter. Hopefully you're all back and we joined and got up to date with that. We'll talk about Division 1. Cooley, big away win. They got a goal before half time from Darren Marks, and then another quick goal after halftime. They were 1-5 ahead at halftime, and a quick fire goal from Paddy Johnson put them really in the driving seat after halftime. They held on. The Martins came back. Craig Lynch kicked a free, I seen, and then a goal from Tom Gray as well. The really comeback was on, and they were pushing up the field for that equaliser, trying to get the win. And Paddy Hanlon picked them off on the counter attack with a goal. It's a good win for Cooley as well. Big win away from home as well. And then Maddock Rangers, they won at home. Ben Waters gets an early goal to give Maddock the perfect start. Couple of chances, a couple more goal chances, but Waters wins a penalty for Shane Hickey to dispatch and fire off. And that was 2-6 to 5 at half time. Liam Flynn getting a couple of points there as well. David Collier getting a good point for the Feckins in their loss also. So the Maddock will go top of the table. They will go joint top of the table with Newtown Blues. They won 15 points to 14. The Jers were winning 6-1. Hang on, I just have the goal score from Dunleer. Who got that goal? It was Paul Callan. Who else? He got that goal. That decisive goal to put them ahead or maybe level with Lloyd Rangers, or back level with them. I'll talk about that more in a second. But yes, so the Blues were losing, were trailing 6-1, but they got it back to 8 points. Ross Nally leveled 8 all at half time. And then they just came out firing. It was point for point, and I think they hit 3 in a row. I think Rob Carr got a couple of points off the bench. Beanon Corrigan got 4 points in total. Michael Rogers got 3. They had chances to level. I think Garrett Nisi had a chance to level it for the Gerald Lions, but the Blues hung on for a win. So they'll go joint top with Maddock Rangers in Division 1. The Mocktas, they had a big win over RD. This is a really close game. I think it was half time. It was 8-7. RD were actually leading. Just kind of fell away in the second half. Declan Bourne got 111. He missed a penalty. He got a goal. Liam Flaherty might claim it, but I think Decky's going to get it. And then RD got a rocket of a goal, a wonderful goal from Ronan Carroll, an absolute screamer. So the Mock is getting back to winning ways. That's a good win over Ardee. I think a lot of injuries. The Dreadnoughts had a big second half win. They were trailing 1-5 at half time. Still waiting on details of that of that game. So do send them in if you have them. And the Brides play another Sunday game against the Pats tomorrow. I'll have updates on that on the episode 197 of the Loud and Proud podcast. There'll also be we will talk also about the Loud Hurlers. They're going to Crow Park next weekend, would you believe? So let's see, Division 2. Is this would I be correct in saying this is the Kevin's first win of the season? I might be. I'll just confirm it. Is it the Kevin's first win? I think it is their first win of the season, and a big win in Castle Bellingham. Tom Matthews got 2 goals. Lee Crosby got a goal as well. Yeah, it is their first win. They're still bottom of the table, joint bottom with Kilkerley. That looks like, yeah, Kilkerley got their first win of the weekend as well. Jackie Agnew got the goal for the O'Connells, but I think it was always in the hands of the Phillipstown men to get that victory, and a big morale boosting victory for them. But it's amazing when they get a win, Kilkerley gets a win. Kilkerley, where Aidan Corrigan was the difference in the first half, 1-6. The last 2 points of the first half were scored by Fionn Komsky, and he went on to kick 6 more, all of Kilkerley's points in the second half for Kilkerley in their win against the Clans, the arrivals of the Clans, 112-11. I think I have it down here. Roach Emmets looked to be home and host at half time. One hand on the 2 points. They were winning 9-5. And then Hunterstown came out in the second half and kicked 110-7. So really, really big win there. Oisin McGee got to go, set up by Alan Landy. And that's a really crucial victory for Hunterstown. It pushes them right up the table. And it pushes them joint place with Roach now on 6 points. Now I'll talk about the tables at the end. But the Gales had a really good win. They were drawn. They were close with Finbart. I think it was, I'll just have a quick check here. I think it was Jack Butterley that got a couple of scores. Yeah, total were 11-10 up with 5 to go. And the Gales went and kicked 3 points in a row. Kieran Markey got a point as well. Hugh Osborne got a point also. And I think it's Kieran Murphy as well. Got a couple of points too for Toher in their loss. But looks like Barry Waters was the man who got the scores for the Gales, who keep their 100% record intact. Dylan McKeown got a couple of points. Dave McComish with 2 points from the wing back. And Gio Clark got a point off the bench for the Gales as well. So that's a good win for them. They're maintaining their strong start to the season. That's the 4 games in Division 2 we've talked about. Lear, I mentioned, beat Glyde. The Malachies were beat by the Piercy. And then the Glen Emmett's steamrolling that division. They had another big win over the Westerns. The Tones and Hull and Gales. Any details on that game, send them in. Fire them into me. Still waiting on that. And then the Knicks had a win. Came on Husaderi, got the goal there. And the difference in that game against the Mitchells. And Douglas and Annaminnan share the spoils. The Shawns play Stabannon tomorrow in Georgetown, it looks like. Yeah, so thanks very much for all that information. I'll go in and have a look now, top of the table in Division 1. I'll go Division 1 and work away down. Yeah, like I said, the Mocktas are chasing on their tails, and the Brides have a chance to join Mattock and Newtown Blues on the top of Division 1 table. Right down the bottom, the Pats are on 1 point, and they obviously play tomorrow. Cooley with their first win of the season in Division 1. What a win that is. They're only a point now off Ardee, and the Martins are down there with 3 points as well. So 2 big teams there with a contested senior finals. Shows how much they're missing those county players. Is that an issue? Is that a narrative? The Mahoney's lost today. The Feckins lost. They're both on 4 points. The Dreadnoughts push themselves up to 5 points. But yeah, there's 3 teams on 6 points. The Brides can join Mattock and the Blues to go joint top of the table there. So that's Division 1 talked about. Division 2, yeah, the Gales have 8. Let's just have a quick refresh. Try and get the table sorted. Yeah, the Gales are on 10 points. 5 from 5, really going really well. You have 3 teams underneath them. Huddersfield, Giant, Roach underneath them there on 4 points. The Joes can go outright second place if they win against Ireland, the Irelanders tomorrow. The Irelanders can also go into outright second place with 7 points if they win tomorrow as well. Oliver Plunkett's, they play the Rallies tomorrow. They'll be looking for a big win. They are on 0 points and teams are getting away from them. Finbars could have won today. They might have got away with that win also. Kilkerley have got their first win there, 2 points. They're off the bottom. And looking at the score difference there, the Plunkets are -40, the O'Connells are -26, but they have 4 points. And the Kevins, no, that wasn't their first win. They beat the Plunkets earlier on the season. Apologies to all those out in Phillipstown for that mistake and Red Esker. Let me see. Yes, there's the Plunkets on 0 points, and the Kilkerley did get their first win of the season. So yeah, that's Division 2 kind of cleaned up there. Division 3B, just a quick refresh on it. I think the Toads have pushed themselves right in there. Yes, they have. They've pushed themselves right up there with the Mitchells. The Mitchells slipped up. They had a chance to go outright top with that top of the table flash with the Knicks. The Knicks are on 8 points. They're top of the table. And Sean's on 0 points. They play Stabalan tomorrow. Stabalan a bit of catch up. They can go joint with the Knicks if they win tomorrow and go on 8 points as well. With the 2 teams underneath, the Tones and the Mitchells on 7 points. So really interesting leagues across the board here in the Hollywood Development Leagues. Glen Emmets, they are flying. They are 100% as well. 10 from 10 points. And then underneath that as well, Lanlear, after the win tonight, they're outright second. So it kind of goes in steps. It goes 10, 8, 6, 4, 2, and 0 on points in that division. Glyde, it's a big loss they've suffered at hands in Lanlear. They're playing real catch up now to get that second spot. The Piercy down forward are again on 4 points. The Marquis boasted by that good performance this evening, but it just wasn't enough. Keelan Collins' hat-trick. Stephen Bourne's goal, but it wasn't enough to deny Boiler and Michal Begley and the other corner forward, who I cannot remember who it was. But let me see. Yeah, so Paul Callan with that goal, the difference, and they'll be chasing their tails. And if whoever finishes second bottom in Division 2 could be playing Lanlear or Glyde, so that's the proposition is on place there. That's a really good position to be in. That's where you want to be, pushing for promotion. Let me see, a couple of updates sent in. Let me see, have a look. Yeah, so I'm getting there's a draw. Someone have sent in here that there's an actual draw between the Dreadnoughts and the Sean O'Mahony's. I'll just check the official sources here. I have it. Well, it says here that it was a win for the Dreadnoughts. We've got a full check on it now. Let me see. Division 1, just to confirm before I leave the show. Yeah, they have it down here. Maybe it's an incorrect score put in, but I have it on the official records here on the Louth GA site that it's 2-8 to 1-9. Someone let me know what the situation with that game was. Please send me a note or an update there. Please just check my comments just before I leave you and pick my performance of the week. Let me see. Yeah, so a bit of confusion there, but I think we can say the Dreadnoughts got a win away from home. But yeah, so right, look, there's a couple of obviously you have to go with the Gales and rattle off 3 in a row. They're in the hat for the win. Definitely Kilkerley are in the hat for performance, and Cooley as well with their first win. A big win there, and a minute coming back to draw. The Knicks bouncing back to go top of the table. But I think I'm going to give result of the night, performance of the weekend on the Loud and Proud League All About It show, brought to you by the Cleaning Doctor, external cleaning services in Louth and Monaghan to Lanlear. Paul Callan's goal, big difference there. That could be the difference in getting them promoted to Division 2 football next season if they win a playoff, put themselves in that position now. But thanks very much for listening. Thanks very much for tuning in. I'll have like I said, I'll have the updates on all those Sunday games, the Brides and the Pats tomorrow, the Rallies and Plunkets in Division 2, Sean's and Stabalan. I'll have that along with the hurling roundup. What a game, what a finish today for the Hurlers. There'll be a Laurie Mark Cup final action next Saturday in Croke Park. I'll be there to cover it. Do support if you want. I think you should on patreon.com/loud and proud. Thanks very much for another round 5 League All About It show. Good luck. Bye bye. Yeah, I think Clogher did win. We'll finish on that. We'll clear up that confusion. So wins tonight for Cooley, Mattock, Blues, Moctus, Dreadnoughts. Going to confirm it. I think I'm going to give it. Yeah, 99% certain that Dreadnoughts won. Kevin's won. The Gales won. Kilkerley, Emmets won, got their first win. Hudderston won. Lear won. The Piercy won. Glen Emmets won. The Tones won. Still waiting details on that. Might have that in tomorrow's podcast. The Knicks won. The Idols Hill and Animinium Rovers drew. I'll have all this up. You can listen back. Apologies for the sound issues at the start, but we got there in the end. Good luck. Night, and thank you very much for listening to the Loud and Proud League All About It show.